Hey guys, what's up? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello, hello. It's me, it's Allie, it's not Jim today. I know you can all go cry in the corner. It's me. Uh-oh. And then the account just drops. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. I'm sleepy. Today will be an art stream. We'll probably get some more work done on commissions and like other work I need to do, and we'll see kind of like how last art stream was, or I'm just gonna see how I'm doing, and if I'm kind of not drawing to my satisfaction, then I will switch and I will like work on a different file. Hi. But yeah, we'll see. So today we'll try to get some coloring done, I think. Ooh. I am here to chat and be distracted. Or rather, don't feel like you're distracting me, because I want to chat while I do this. Let me just make sure stuff is on my desk and not going to fall off. Like I settled. But yeah, what are you guys up to? That last mission that I was working on before, I think we're just gonna do like a couple flats first and kind of like, yeah, that's gonna go. And then we'll just do shading as we go. We're gonna gonna change the background color so I can kind of see a little better what I am coloring and what I'm not coloring. Hi guys! Hello people over on the YouTube side. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Doing okay. I'm a little on the eepy side today. It's all good. Let's just... Oopsie. I'm just gonna try to get some work done. And as I was saying, like the last art stream, if it's not going the way I want, like if I feel like I'm not doing a good job today, which, you know, sometimes that happens, or sometimes it's like a stream thing where I'm not super focused, then I'll switch files and work on something else. Because I do feel like I'm in the mood to sketch something anyway. We'll see. Just because this is a commission, and I don't want to do bad work on someone's commission. Yeah, let me see what color. I hope you guys are doing good. Doing fine. It's again, it's Golden Week here, which is like the big spring break, all the spring holidays in a row, and I'm looking forward to doing, I don't know, both something and nothing. Sometimes you just want to spend your days off, your holiday, just like sitting at home playing video games and being like, I'm okay to do this. I should be planning my move out in combination with finals and more papers, but instead I'm doing boss rushes in Sekiro. Like, sometimes you just gotta jump in Sekiro and do some boss rushes. It's all good. You see what I mean when I was saying before, like, it's my comfort game? Just fun to do, still a tough challenge, and have that precision. There's really something about it. I think like the learning of the boss patterns, not just in Sekiro, but like FromSoft games. Then again, you know, I wasn't really in like a bad place where I was like struggling with depression or something when I first started playing FromSoft games, which I know like there's people that have done that, and you know, playing something like Dark Souls has really like helped them through it. But for me, it was just like, this is fun. But then coming out of it, I'm like, I think this has somehow helped my anxiety. Anyway, deep talk. But yeah, good luck. That stuff tends to sneak up on you, just like moving out of a dorm. Because right, it's like you're doing all your finals, your papers, and your projects, and your exams, and then like the next day you have to like pack up everything and leave. So good luck with that. It's okay. I'm EP2. Yeah. Then let's do flats for this here. All these tiny little gaps. I'm just gonna go in and fill them in now with my handy little lasso fill. making sure all of them get hit. When we zoom out, it's not so bad if there's a little overlap, but we don't want it to happen, really. And yeah, you can see sometimes the gaps just make it anyway. And I'm gonna erase some parts of the line art. Clean it up a little bit. Come back in. Gap. Those gap. Okay. Oh, I never drew the rest of the skirt. Ah. Or did I not save it? Huh. Okay, but we can still color like the top. We'll do that later. Let's just do like hair and skin and stuff today. That should be fine. I'm gonna apologize for being less rascally than usual. Gonna be in lurk mode. That is fine. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, no worries. Lurk away. It's a sleepy day. Yeah, lurk, rest, etc. Oh my god, it looks so good. Peter, thank you. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I'm working on your stuff. This is the part where I need to use like a little bit of brain power. And I'm gonna think how I wanna start coloring and if I need to make any notes to myself. So I wanna say oh, my microphone is in an annoying place where I keep bumping into it. Thank you. Hi. Welcome, guys. Thank you. Let's use darker blue for notes. Let's say here. Just so I remember, because I'm gonna forget. It's like this way. The light source. So we're gonna shade appropriately. And let's go in like pink, maybe. We'll be extra rascally next time to make up for it. Thank you. Hey guys, hi Tenet and Ricky and anyone else who might have entered. I am doing good. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna continue doing some coloring work for this commission, and then maybe move on, switch the file and work on a different thing. In case I am messing up. Okay, let me label my layers. It's a good day to label our things. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna do it. Eyes first. I think that'll help bring this together. Yeah, thank you everyone who like commissioned me. I really appreciate it, and I love this. Very thankful for sorry, I'm very thankful for the support. My goodness, thank you guys so much. But I do have a lot to work on. I've got quite a few commissions and artwork to work on, and that's not a complaint. That's just I gotta organize my time. It looks really good. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Business is booming. Great, yeah. I've got a list of stuff to work on, and got a wait list. It's not like a massive list. It's just like there's stuff on that list that all needs to be worked on. But it's cool, and I'm very thankful. I do enjoy working on commissions because I get to do like character designs and stuff that maybe I wouldn't normally do if it was just like me picking what I wanted to draw, and it's just like the same 3 characters over and over again. And then sometimes it is stuff like gifts for other people or their favorite characters or something. So there's always like something fun. But there is a part that's like a little nerve-wracking about it, you know? Like I want to do good. Now, there's always that anxiety of, oh, what if they hate it? What if this isn't what they're going for? A little. Let's also get a little like preview window. So you can kind of see how it's looking as we go. Ahoy hoy. I had that today. I made a line art animation. The client said, nah, so I had to go back to the drawing board. Aw. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, it's like that, and it kind of sucks, you know? It's a bit of a bummer, but then at the same time, you want to make, like, at least for me, you know, I want to be making sure that I'm drawing something that the client, like the person who commissioned me, wants. And I'm like, well, that's good. Tell me that. But also, tell me what you want so I didn't have to, you know, do this and hope that this is what you want. But no, working on commissions is fun. How's the drawbling? It's I don't want to be like it's going. It's just like I was actually just like focusing. Yeah, it's going good so far. There's some color in, but I'm like eepy today. I'm happy they said something though. I'd rather they give feedback than accept something they may not like. Exactly, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be like they just say, "Oh yeah, it's okay," and then actually they don't like it. Like, it's okay. And it's good to say that early too, rather than doing more work on the thing they didn't like. And like, actually, I don't like it. What? What? One of these like. Do it on a different layer, just curious. Like a bit more of a triangle kind of thing. and do something like that. And maybe we can do like a little. I think that looks good. And it's always nice when people do really like the commission and they're really nice about it. It looks so good. That looks so great. Thank you. Like, feels nice. Or because people like my art style, so like, oh, your art style fits this character or this VTuber design like so well. It's like, oh, thank you. Yes, a lot of makeup. I'm gonna try to. Oh, it's like a star. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to like too greenish, but I know they're like a very bright yellow, so I like that. Okay, let me maybe I'll zoom it into the eyes and see. Like, I'm thinking now if I make it too like pointy, it'll be a little like distracting. So I'm gonna think about it for a second. Your style fits their personality so well. Thank you. I never commissioned before, but I'm scared to be the type. I'm scared I'd be the type too nervous to give feedback or ask for redraws or stuff. Yeah, that's always tough. As the artist, like I've definitely worked with people before, like commissions where I have had people ask for like way too many edits and redraws and stuff. Or I've kind of talked about it before, like I've never really had any like nightmare clients or anything before, but I have had people who have been kind of very non-decisive, and that's always like for me hard to deal with because it's like I don't know whether they like this or not. And it's like because it's for them, I'm like I need you to tell me, do you like this or not? Or it's like it's always like when I would send something, I'll be like, okay, feedback please, or like how do you feel about this? Or like do you like this direction that we're going in? And they'd be like, yeah, it's okay. And I'm like, well, is okay good or is okay like we can do something a little different? It's like, it's okay. Or like, no, I like it. But what if we did something different? And I'm like, well, do you want to do something different because you actually want something different, or do you want to just like see two options and then pick from A or B at the end? Like, what's going on? But I think that is more like clear. Yeah, it's more like unclear communication than it is kind of they were bad, because like they were really really nice, but it was just very indecisive, very unclear, and it got to a point where I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to make the decisions, and if you really don't like it, I need you to tell me, or if you have anything that you absolutely don't want to change, tell me that. And then kind of gave me a list of like, don't change this, don't change this, don't change this. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm going to go with this. Then I'm going to do it. And then I'll give you what I have at the end. Yeah. And I feel like okay talking about this because I know this person, like they're a friend, so I'm not just like dunking on a random client. It was just kind of like, and that's tough when it's your friend, or you're kind of being like you want to have the artist have some freedom with it, right? Or if it's like your friend, you don't want to be too harsh. Like that can always just make it more difficult to kind of give feedback. But in that way, it was kind of like, oh, you're not telling me anything. But I have had other clients that are just like, it wasn't really changing stuff in the way that was like, oh, actually, I don't like this. Can we make him instead of like wearing a jacket, can we have him take off the jacket? Or actually, I have had one like that where it was drawing the characters in jackets or like like suits, like they had like layers on. Like kind of finished most of the art. I sent it over and I was like, okay, any changes? Like, want me to like do any more edits, color edits? Like, because it was basically done. And they looked at it and it was like, actually, in this setting, it doesn't really make sense for them to be wearing like their full suits. So maybe take off their jacket. And I was like, we're at the end of this drawing. But they understood that I was like asking, like they were asking kind of a big thing. So they're like, yeah, I know. But like, I'll pay you for your time. And if you can't do it, if it's like too late, cause there's like a deadline, then like, it's okay. And I'm like, I can do it. It's not like you turn off the jacket toggle in the drawing. Yeah. But I think more people nowadays are more aware of big asks like that, and that they are big asks. Okay, back to the actual thing I was getting at. I had commissions before where it wasn't a matter of they were asking something like, can we like take the glasses off? Actually, can we actually put the glasses on? Redraw, like edit. But it was more, they would ask for these things like in steps. And I'm like, no, you need to tell me all of these details at once. So like, for example, I'd give them the rough sketch and they're like, oh, that looks good. Can we just put like an accessory, like a hairpin or something in her hair, for example? And I'm like, okay, yeah, perfect. So I like draw in the little hair accessory, and then I'm like, okay, how's this? Like, do you like where the hair accessory is on the hair? And they're like, yeah. Also, can we put like a design on her shirt? I'm like, okay. I do that and I send it over, and they're like, that looks great. And can you put another accessory like on her bag? And I'm like, okay, like tell me all of these in one message, like one email. And I'm happy to, I don't care if it's like 10 things that you want to like add these little details on, just like tell me all at once, man. But yeah, just remove the jacket layer on this like VTuber. It's just like, I think there's some things where that would be viable, where like you have a jacket layer and you can just turn it off, but this was not one of them. I feel like giving the occasional artistic freedom to artists, where I give concept. Yeah, and I like don't mind if I'm told like, oh, I want to give you some freedom with it. You can kind of change stuff around. And I'm like, okay, they've given me that, but I'm still like, I don't want to accidentally do something that's like totally against the character vision, or you never know. Like sometimes it is like you do an accessory and that might mean something to them, like personally, and they're like, oh, actually, I don't like this kind of design. Can you take it off? And it's like, that's fine. Thank God this character has a hoodie with super long sleeves. I didn't have to draw their head. Wait, what do you mean you want the hoodie off? Yeah, but back to what you were originally saying, Tenet, just like being afraid to ask for edits and redraws, like that's never really, I never really feel like that's a problem. It's just like the way you do it, and I think just use your best judgment and try not to be like annoying with it. And then like, with VGen especially, there are people that have like guidelines on how many edits and like redos you can ask for. And again, I think There are people who really don't mind as long as it's like reasonable. But right, as kind of what we were saying before, like sometimes it is the reverse, where if I don't get asked like anything, I'm like, well, wait, do you really like it, or are you just trying to be nice to me? Because it's okay if you don't like it. Do you ever draw the bear character and then just draw outfits for the character? Do you mean like have a base? Like basically like a nude model for a character and then drawing outfits for/around it? Or I mean, I essentially do that with a lot of sketches where I'll tend to just draw the body first and then I'll draw clothes on top of it, because it's just easier to figure out how the clothes need to fall on the body that way for me. But I don't have like a file in my folders or anything of like my characters in like a paper doll mode where there's no clothes, and I just kind of draw clothes on top of it. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's actually like that sounds pretty good actually. But I just don't do it. I just kind of do a new sketch. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Again, making sure I'm not ignoring my light source. You know, I might be. Really might be. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I think it makes sense for certain things like VTuber models, and I think it can be done for PNG tuber models, and I think I could like set that up pretty easy. I don't think it'd be too hard because I do kind of set things up in layers anyway for PNG tuber models that I draw. But I don't know how some of the other different like types of PNG tuber models, like for example, like what for PNG tuber plus, where it's a little more like live 2D, where things are like cut and separated and they move on their own, in a way. But mine is really just like one drawing and the different parts are animated. So like on mine that I have on right now, the eyes are their own thing, or they're blinking. I was like, oh, my model hasn't blinked in a long time. And the mouth and the jaw is a different like layer essentially, and the hand that is like drawing. Those are all separated into their own parts, and the rest is kind of like more or less put together. Still kind of set up in the way that illustration is, where like line art and things are their own layers, but I do treat them as like an illustrated animation rather than the way I'm like cutting and separating everything for a live 2D. I don't do it, but I think you could. I think it would make sense to, or if you want to do a bunch of different outfits for like one base model that you're happy with, I think that makes sense. I haven't done it. May I ask a question on your skin shading? Yeah. Go ahead. I'm always so like like this question just sounds so scary to me, where I'm like is it because it's Hi! Hello! I'm working on drawing you! That's been a couple times now since I've had. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you're liking it. Here, I can zoom out for a bit. I haven't drawn the rest of the skirt because I forgot to, or I don't know, I might have forgotten to save it or something, and ignore. I have, these are notes on the side and like a little drawing of a dog. Ignore those. But here. No, Agile, no. Gotta elevate. Well, I think my like OBS is still kind of set up for YouTube focus, and I don't. No offense, YouTube guys. I might switch over and like switch all my stuff and have it be Twitch focused. I will wait for ads to finish. Well, it says it's done. I don't know, but the timing. Yeah, okay. I'll try to do some more shading, unzoomed out, so you can kind of sort of see what's going on as I answer this question. How do you pick the right color / darkness for the skin? My skin shading is typically looking off. Any tips for picking right colors? That is difficult. And I think that kind of comes into just picking colors normally. Not normally, generally. Sorry, not normally. Because that can be really tough. Right. I think something that is difficult, especially for, I don't want to say like beginners, like I don't want to call you like a beginner or a little art baby. Back, yay! Thank you for liking it. I'm having fun. I really like your design. It's been fun to draw. And I think I like coloring, like the coloring phase, because I feel like it all sort of starts coming together. But yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a beginner. No offense at all. I am baby artist. Right. I think, okay. I think something that is difficult to learn is how to pick colors. That is just, it's hard. And sometimes the colors that you pick are really going to affect like the overall like mood, right, of your art. And I think the best thing I can tell you is don't always just go darker. Here, can I show you this? Let me move this out of the way. Maybe I just wait. Oh wait. Like turn this off. Let me turn some stuff off so I can show it to you. Oh no. All right. Nope. This one. All right. So my color wheel's all the way down here, so I turned off a bunch of stuff just to show you my color wheel. Here, this, you can kind of see where the base of the skin is. It's like all the way up here, right? And then for the shadow, or at least like the first color that I'm picking for shading, you can see that I'm just going over to the right, basically. It's kind of changing the saturation. And when I shade, I typically like to pick kind of, or I guess the easiest way to say this is I like to go right on this like color picker thing. Because if you just go down, which, makes sense because that's darker, right? What can happen is you get kind of like muddy kind of colors, which sometimes you want, right? If you're doing something a little darker, that has like a certain mood, a certain ambiance, you'll kind of want to go darker. You just want to go down. But I like to draw a lot of like bright things and really colorful things, so I'll just go right. Yeah, so as an example, like if I just went down with shading, and I use that color, oh, that's a little dark. I don't know, actually, I don't know if you can see that. It's more gray, right? If I just like went down, and then you can go like down and right, and again, like depending on the character that you're drawing, you might want this. Like if they had a certain kind of like theme or a mood, or you know, if I was drawing more of a character with some kind of like gothic or like fantasy theme, maybe I would want that. Like maybe I'd want more of a gray kind of tone for the shading. But for this character, yeah, right? Like it's not really matching the character design or the mood. So I just go kind of pick something that's a little more saturated over to the right. And then if you go a little harsher, oh, actually, that was kind of nice. We can go like really hard and do hard lighting with kind of a more saturated color. So that's it. I don't want to get my words mixed up. Is that value? Yeah, actually, I won't use the words. Not just for my own sake, because I would definitely mix them up. But yeah, on like the big color picker, I tend to just go right, and then I will usually change the hue too. So maybe, for example, with Ro, with this character, I'm kind of going more into like reds and pinks and kind of giving that more of like a liveliness to the color. So for skin especially, I'll kind of lean into like reds and pinks and pick colors there for shading rather than just like orange. But you know, for like Allie, Allie's my character, her skin tone is a little more like yellow and orange, and so I'll start there, and then I'll still kind of, you know, I'll start around here somewhere. Actually, I have like here, like this is Allie's kind of base skin tone is around here, like around this more like orange, yellow orange kind of leaning, and then I'll kind of come over here like red or pink to kind of pick shading. I'm learning so much. But yeah, I think like don't worry, that is a difficult thing to learn, or like picking colors is difficult, and that's just something that you kind of learn what you like to do the more you do it and the more you practice. Because I will say, I also think like with my art and like my art style, I tend to pick like really bright colors all the time, like always, because that's what I like and that's what I like to do. But you might not want to do that all the time, or you might want a more like subtle thing, like style for your own art style, and that's okay. But that's what I do. And then again, there'll be times where you do want to do the opposite. You will just want to go down on the color picker. You want like more shadows or something gray or muddy, or kind of like you want to lean into browns. You want to lean, or maybe you'll want to do blue instead. No. Also, sorry, like I know some people dropped in during that, but I'm coloring and working on colors and answering questions, and hopefully I'm giving good advice. I don't know. Let me turn some stuff. My name thing. Here it is. Your attention to detail is awesome, by the way. You got both birthmarks. Most people miss at least one. Don't worry, I got you. I know. I was like looking at that. I was like, ooh, that's cute. I almost missed one, but I didn't. But I also like birthmarks and moles and character designs. I'm like, I can't. Sometimes I even forget like my characters. That's a problem. While we're still on the subject of like colors and picking colors and stuff. No joke. I think a good way to kind of help you start thinking about that is Bob Ross. Like, watch some episodes of Joy of Painting, and it's just a fun, chill time with Bob Ross. But yeah, just like he'll do things where he'll start painting something in one color, and he's like, oh, now we're gonna put in the shadows, and he picks a completely different color. And then sometimes you want that, you'll just want a completely different color. Like, if like, easy example, if I'm coloring something that's red, like a red shirt or something, I'll use purple usually to shade. And I think that's an easy way, because, like, yeah, Bob Ross is fun, but you see it, because he does it so fast too. You see it instantly. Of like, oh, that's how those colors look together, and that's how they affect each other. And he does it a lot for like everything. I think it's a good, fun, easy way to kind of start learning or thinking about color theory and stuff. Like, again, if you don't think about these things a lot or normally, or if you're just starting out drawing, then sometimes you'll just kind of think of objects as the color that they would be. I guess, for example, like mountains, for example, if I'm like, oh, draw a mountain, you guys might pick like brown or gray or something to paint a mountain, but then it's like, oh, it's in the distance of this beautiful scenery, it's purple, right? And then if you see a picture of it, you're like, actually, yeah, it's purple. I used to pop off like a sportscaster when I would see Bob Ross do crazy plays, right? Or like when he puts in like he says there's like 3 minutes left of the episode, and he's like, we're gonna put in a whole cabin, and I'm like, don't do that, Bob, you can't, it's not enough time. Then he does, and I'm just like freaking out. Thank you. Thank you for liking my model and my design. Yeah, and with emotes are hard to make, man. It's like, you gotta make something look really good and understandable in like 20 pixels. It's so difficult. And these emotes look really good. I mean, I used to watch a lot of Bob Ross, like when I would have trouble sleeping, just because it's like calming, but you can kind of listen to it and not be fully engaged. But then there's times where I'm like, wait, like, what's he actually doing here? Fun to learn for like actual painting too, because I don't have much experience in painting. Watch them, like, it's that easy. But yeah, he is kind of the goat. Oopsie. Like, maybe I think we can do this. The chef in Ratatouille that says that anyone can cook. Anyone can do art. Your channel is my Bob Ross. That's concerning. I don't... I feel like I don't want the thing to be really harsh. So I'll probably like blur some of these, you know, kind of soften the shading a bit in places as we go on. I don't know if I want to do that right now, but just sort of something like this, where we're just going to go a little lighter. little more. I'm gonna do a darker shade. But yeah, I hope I helped. I hope that was helpful advice. Let's see, I'm a little... We'll do... I think we're just gonna do like the chest up for today. Or like for now. I think I'll stretch myself out too much. Then there's parts that I'm not sure I like right now. I don't want to do bad. See this. No, it's... Oh my goodness. What good students I have. Okay. Let me think about this. Let me use a little brain power. And then kind of, as I said on my little notes, I didn't do... there's a lot of, like, accessories I haven't done. I haven't drawn in yet. Like, these hairpins. Like hair accessories and earrings and stuff like that, like the smaller accessories. I usually leave those for the end and just kind of draw them on top of everything, like on top of the line art. That's because they're kind of small and detailed and like finicky, and sometimes I'll end up like forgetting them anyway or drawing on top, or like the colors will kind of get bleed over through the lines. I'll be like, it's hard. And then I'll tend to do a lot of those just at the end on top with the other details. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm happy to hear that. I am having a lot of fun drawing this synthesis design. I really like it. So thank you so much. Thank you. Now blur, make this softer. I'm just gonna make some of the shading softer. Don't need to do all of it because some of the shadows can be a little rougher. And then, but might want to emphasize like parts of the body. Yeah, there's like necklaces and stuff too. I haven't drawn in yet. You're one of the first to do artwork of my dark mode design. I couldn't be happier. Oh, whoa! I'm glad you like it then. Like, oh, me? Yeah, let's do some little bit subtle shading here. I tend to not do a lot of kind of soft shading and like airbrush and painting. I do a lot of cell shading kind of stuff, but it's because I'm lazy. And it's easier to deal with just big solid lines that I know exactly where they are and they're going to stay put and they're going to be good and listen to me, rather than just kind of using paint and hoping it listens to me. But we do want to make some of the shading, again, a little softer. Dark mode is cute. Fantastic. Allie, any tips on shading? I'm trying to work on that and color theory so I can improve my art. Yeah, is there anything in particular that you're shading that you're having trouble with? Like, is it skin, hair, etc.? Or just shading in general? And there's lots of makeup too, so let's do a bit of the makeup. Let me take a look. Ooh, that'll be fun. I like to do makeup on characters. I'm coloring. And far. Need help. Let's do a little bit on the top, and then we're gonna color the lines probably. So it's like more obvious on the lines, and then we're gonna do. Let me grab this color real quick. Go a little brighter. I'll do that for now. I have my reference up, so I'm not looking at chat or anything right now. I'll get back there in a second. Blur it a little bit. Let's bring this eyeshadow on this eye up a little bit more. Do that. Then we'll color, and then I have a bunch of like brushes that are like sparkles. Oh yeah, right. Did I want to do something different with the pupils? Let me check. Let me look. Is it? If I want to, I don't want to be. I don't know if putting more details into the pupil might make it a little distracting. Like it's just too big now. A little. So if it's kind of far, like zoomed out anyway, I don't. You know, if it was closer, like if it was like a full headshot, I would definitely do it. But right now, I'm just kind of thinking it might be a little much. I think we can kind of make it be a little bit. I don't know, if you're still in chat, then let me know if you have a preference. We don't have to do like all the points of like the star of the pupils, but we could do like a little bit more. Oh, I think that's looking good. Kind of like the tiniest point. Yeah, I think that's looking better. And then, do we want to do? see, actually. I'm not sure if I wanted... I'll probably do like more sparkles in the eyes, but I might want to do that towards the end. Again, with like all the details. Yes. Then actually, let's make eyes a little darker. Or no. That can be part of makeup. Where, let's do this. I love that. Thank you. In general, but more specifically, people and objects. Okay, I will get to your question in a second. I'm a little locked in. I'll make sure I'm doing something good with these. Let's go. A little magenta. Like kind of highlight art. And then I have, oh god, please be here. Sometimes it's just not there. I have like a glitter brush that, you know, sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. There we go. It's kind of subtle, but I like having it on. And I think we can kind of maybe let's see if this works for me. I should add a little bit more. I want it a little bit more visible. I think her eyes are really striking, and so I'd like to show it a bit more. Like the makeup's very cute. It's a little not showing a little bit, so we're just gonna get in there. Oh, well, I'm thanks for saying such nice things, and I'm glad you're having fun watching it and looking at it. But yeah, like this stuff is always fun for me. Like I like to color in makeup for characters and stuff. So I'm like, ooh, they have like their eyes are so pretty. I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of like the eyeshadow and like the shiny eyes and stuff. No, not at all. Let's do a little bit. Like, it doesn't, when it's zoomed out, it's not that like visible, but I like having just like a little bit of the glitter. And I think lips too, right? Yeah, if we turn it off, it's like really obvious. So I hope it's not too dark, but it's not too much. We might like lighten some of it. Oops, sorry. Also, you know, I don't want to go overboard. Ew. Light. Oh no, it's accurate. She wears hella makeup. Okay. Like when I turned it off, I'm like, oh, I went like dark. But I think, again, it'll probably come together a bit more when I do more of the hair. let me do like one. I tend to do this towards the end too, but and then one more thing for the face. Over here. Okay. Let's do some on the eyelashes. You can just kind of four. Really kind of subtle on the eyelashes. You shape the eyes a bit better. Staring at my second monitor more than the monitor I'm drawing on. Gives Marin Kitagawa vibes and very on point. That's great, because I'm a big fan of Marin. This is a bit disorganized in the way that I am jumping around on different parts and like steps on the coloring. I guess I wouldn't really normally be this disorganized and like jumping around, but I am also like, well, if they're here, I'll make it fun. Big fan of Dress Up Darling, Isekoi. Ooh, I feel like. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Working on a commission for the person that commissioned it, who is in chat, and the person it's a commission for is also in chat. Don't worry, I'm not like sweating about it. This happens more often than it doesn't actually, so. If I'm working on a commission on stream, it's like someone's always the person who's commissioned it is almost always there, or you know, and then the next stream, the person that it's for will be there. The wallet and the model and their ATM. Might be a little dark, but again, I tend to do my shading on different layers, so we can just kind of easily edit those if we need to. Also, sorry, Bumzastic, I need to get back to your question about shading. It's hi. No worries. Whoa, a raid. Oh, hang on. Okay, Let's pause for a second. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, raid. Hi, raiders. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. There we go. My tabs. Where are my tabs? Welcome. Wait, let me also make the window less. Please. Oh, welcome in, raiders, I say, stumbling over my own feet and falling on my face. There you go. Now, let me give you an actual shout out. Thank you. Welcome, raiders. I am Allie. I am a panda being PNG tuber asterisk for now that likes to draw, and I do a lot of art streams, and I like to play video games, and I do video game streams half the time, and all that fun stuff. Welcome. Today I am doing an art stream. I'm working on commissions, and as we said, the wallet and the model are both in chat. But thank you. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Thanks for liking my art. How was your stream? What were you guys doing? Thank you. Yeah, just coloring today. And hello, my name is Wallet. Doing a chill kind of coloring stream today, working on this commission, and it's also a, I guess, art advice stream. Because what tends to happen is I get people asking questions, and I try my best to answer them because I never quite feel qualified to answer them. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. We'll see. Lucky anime girly. Hello, welcome. If you need to raid and run, that's understandable, etc. Thank you. Okay, let me actually finally answer, sorry, Bombastic, your question about shading and shading in general. It's kind of tough to answer, like, shading in general because objects and light on those objects work in different ways. So the way that you're gonna shade, like metal, for example, or like metal accessories is, you know, if a character is wearing earrings and bracelets and stuff, the way you're gonna color and shade those accessories that they're wearing is going to be different from how you're going to shade skin. So I think in that vein, that same vein, it's important to kind of remember the material and like the texture of the thing you're coloring. And especially since there's like so many different art styles and ways that you can color and shade things. But remembering, just keeping in mind like texture, even in an art style like mine that's like cell shading and just kind of more simple, yeah, the way I'm gonna shade skin is gonna be different from the way I shade clothes and metal and a sword or armor. And then in that, just going from that, the way I'm going to shade like a big soft sweater is going to be different from the way I'm going to shade like a denim jacket. Or like a more action-y, like military JRPG kind of outfit. Or like a school uniform. They're all going to be different because they work in different ways. And I think just observing things in life and kind of paying attention to how light works on them and how they look when you look at them helps in the way that, yeah, like me saying that, you kind of already understand, like, the way jeans look is different from the way, like, sweatpants look. So you're going to color them differently. You're going to shade them differently. Go right on the color wheel. Not down, but sometimes down. Me using the most, like, untechnical terms. But I don't know, maybe that helps. Especially if you're kind of new. Those, like, when you see those explain, like, I'm 5 things and everyone uses, like, really, really technical jargon for it. It's like, that's not explaining, like, you're 5. Oh, now I'm worried that the color is not dark enough. It looks like dark enough in some areas and then not in others. We'll probably just do a bunch of colors for the hair. That might just be the easiest workaround. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Sorry, unfortunately, I don't really have much of like a method for certain parts of my process, like shading and art. I kind of just fill it in. Mostly triangular-like shapes in places where I think shadows would go. Very untechnical. But I will say, I do think a lot of my style and my technique, I guess, or, you know, how I decide to do things is I make room for error. As in, I'm doing this, and I'll tend to do my shading and stuff on different layers. Like, well, if I make a mistake or if I want to change it, it won't be that hard to change it. It's on its own layer. I can edit the colors easily. So I plan ahead in case I need to make some significant changes later on. This looks so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm allowed a little self-promo. This is a commission. I'm working on a commission right now, and a commission was made through VGen, so if you like my art and you're interested in commissioning me, you can go check out my VGen. Thank you. And the other art and the assets on my stream, so like my model, for example, and little animated GIFs of the little pandas down the corner, and the border, those are all done by me too. I'm proud but stubborn. I think I'll just do like the front first, because the hair and the back, I've even forgotten to fill in some of it. I also might want to color that differently since it might be like blowing in the wind or something like that. Will do. I seem to collect super cool artists to send to other people who need art done. Well, thank you. I didn't think that would work. But thank you. I always appreciate it. I am very grateful for the support, and I tend to forget to promo myself a bit. But I super appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, there's all these little gaps that I'm seeing as I go on. Thank you guys. That's so sweet of you. We shall spread the word. Thank you. Get to do just fun art for different VTubers, and not just VTubers. I've had other commissions that are just favorite characters, stuff like that. Actually, this can all be shaded. Oopsie, I moved the entire layer by accident. Only art and VGen must be shared. Here, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Let's just do the command. I mean, it's on, if you like scroll down a bit, it's on the Twitch and the YouTube description and stuff. But if you want the link, I need to update my my VGen. I think there's some art that needs to be put on it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for following. But it's there. Oh, this can be kind of not shaded because the light will. I need to remember the light is going to come in from there. There can just be some shadows, and there will be some light and light effects at the end anyway. So it should be okay. The hair goes through the sleeve, and we need to color that. We need to erase that. Yeah. Fix that up. But other than that, for me, like I typically like here on Twitch and on YouTube, I also multi-stream. I typically do art streams like 2 a week. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing game streams. So I've been playing like Fallout New Vegas for the first time for a while. We're getting through it. It's been really fun. And I like Souls-like games. So I'll tend to pick at least one up at a time. And I also like puzzles and mysteries. Those are my usual gaming repertoire. It's like a Souls-like, it's a thinker, and Fallout New Vegas. Typically art streams, game streams, and then every now and then, like yesterday's stream was actually my husband was on stream. He took over my channel for a bit and just streamed like city builders, but every now and then we'll do like a couple stream and we'll play a co-op game together. I am also a fan of sharp teeth in designs. I like them. For me, they're a little hard to draw sometimes, but I like them a lot in character design. New Vegas Classic. Yeah, it's my first time doing anything, any Fallout. I'm having a ton of fun with it. I'm just like, wow. they don't make them like they used to. But it's really good. I'm having a lot of fun. I want to say I'm like near the end, but there's still a lot of content left because I'm doing the DLCs now before I get into like the final act of the main game. So right now I'm on Old World Blues. I finished Dead Money and Honest Hearts in terms of the DLC. And I've just been having a good time with it. I'm not like great at playing it. I'm sure I'm having fun. Get a bit more detail on some parts of the hair here. Ugh. Do this instead. But that's me. How are you guys doing? Thanks for watching today. I'm a little more awake now after all this. Again, I think I'll color like the hair in the back maybe later. And we might, maybe we want to do later. On some parts, because it'll be a very like sunny kind of art. I think maybe at the edges here we can make it a little lighter actually, and then kind of in here darker. You've got a lot of options for coloring on this one. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good on this fine Thursday night for you guys. Because the hair is kind of dark. I'm like, can't really see. Some of the details I'm doing. I want to make sure. Let's do highlight. How do I want to do this? I can use, I typically just do solid, like just the solid color layer, but sometimes I'll do like layer modes, so green, multiply, all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to see if I want to do one or the other for this. I think it doesn't need to be. We can make it brighter. Oh, I didn't shade this part at all. A little, okay. Day has been okay. I'm glad I found you, though. I can always count on Lexi for a good raid. Yeah, thank you again for the raid. Good to hear you're having a good day, and thank you. Thanks for liking my art. Shy raider. I will do the shadow cast by like the hand, kind of blocking the sun from her eyes after, because that'll be just like a whole multiply layer that goes on top of everything. So I'm just gonna think like the hair would just have this shine anyway. There we go. So well. Let me just Okay. Just gonna. Isn't that one meme of like the kid who gets interviewed and he's really happy, he's having a fun time, and then he instantly starts crying? That's how I feel right now. Like, yeah, I know how to color. Like, oh, you just gave all this advice on shading and coloring. You must be pretty good at it. Yeah. No. Thank you, Tenant. Actually, like, it's like zooming out now, being like, oh, no. You this. Oh, I don't. I like. I don't want to do this. I just like, okay, I think we'll do just some editing. Later on. I think it's a color choice thing now. Really happy with. Color I picked here. Let's erase this. Oop. This really is just kind of arbitrary. Like, I'm just. It looks like something could go there. Just do there. Ah. Here. And then. I mean. I'm rethinking. I'm actually not sure. I'm rethinking it. That's like too much. That's way too much. Way too think we should just stick simple and then do just kind of soft shading underneath, and that might be nicer. Picking a different color at this point. And what if we did... I don't know if we... Oh. I mean, I usually don't do like some kind of gradient thing, but it might work for this. I'm not happy with the highlighting I'm doing. Let me save. If you're working on something, Control S. This is your Control S alert. Save your work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Asm. I'm not super happy with the hair in the back either. Stuff we can add on to later, and I think a lot more of the bigger like lighting effects, like the actual lighting and then shadows, like she's kind of covering her eyes from the sun, the shadow cast from the hand that'll come at the end, just so I can draw it on top of everything. So I'm kind of just doing like the quote unquote, yeah, trust the process, right? It's like we're just doing like the base, quote unquote, air quotes, you know, the base coloring now, and then doing all the big effects later. I'm just gonna like, is it looking good to start with? It is a big trust the process kind of work at the moment. I'll drop in a couple more flats and then I'll take not like an actual BRB break, but more of a, I'm just gonna sit here and chat while I snack on something. Break. Look. Playful parts. Here. Some parts of the skin that still have gaps. And let me add a little ice cream man. And let's just do in the fill for the outfit. Like some suit part. Yeah. I do need to do the little ears. Skirt that I forgot to finish drawing. The black, the jacket. I mean, that I should have just done this start. BBH. Filled in all the flats. I was like, let's just jump into coloring. That's more fun. Me. Another look. This is the makeup. That's the mumbles to self. And use the bit. Here. Blend out. Harsh. Do a bit more line color. Maybe we color teeth. Just do a little bit of definition of teeth, so it's a little more 3D and a little less flat face. Get rid of that little dog drawing at some point. Yeah, I'm not. Might just redo the hair at some point. No. Okay. I'm also gonna do something I feel maybe not be the best, but we're gonna check. There, a little bit. I think I drew it a little lopsided. Yeah, I think that's better. I think if I start the hair a little darker, that might be better. Still not happy with the highlights. We'll figure it out. Do a quick like brightness contrast sort of change here. Not that dark. It's looking better. I should also, like, color the hand, too. I did not shade the hand at all. Again, I'm jumping around a lot more on this than I normally would, because I haven't even finished the line art, really. Let's do a bit of the... Okay. I like this. Yeah. Art. See if I want to do this way. Look. Do the other hand too while I'm at it. I will forget. Get a little too dark. And we'll do our shadows here. And we'll do the tummy and stuff later. Alright. Save with my art. Let me just do one more edit. One more edit. Okay. Save. And now I'm just gonna sit here and snack and chat a bit. my messages in between. I do that. And then coffee. Stretch. Hope you guys are doing well. Big stretchy. What do I usually like snacking on? Well, first, I'm boomeranging that question back to you. What do you like to snack on? Honestly, it kind of depends what I'm doing. Like, typically, I prefer like a salty snack if I'm doing something, like if I'm drawing or if I'm playing games or like watching a movie or something. I am a fiend for popcorn. I really like popcorn. So like just eat a bunch of it. But yeah, I typically go for like a salty snack, and then sweets like later at night, which might not be good. Or if it's like after dinner, or if we watched a movie or something towards the end. I like gummies, like sour gummies. That's a typical gaming snack. I don't know if you guys have this, but I used to have. I feel like a lot of people do, or at least people I know, have like a study snack. Where if you're studying for something or you're doing something that requires a lot of, not just studying for like school, but just like studying anything or just like kind of sitting down and poring over a book and like learning something. Like I used to really love Wheat Thins. And Wheat Thins was my study snack. And now I kind of can't really, I mean, I can still eat them, but it always just makes me think about like, being in the middle of a paper or like studying for an exam. Just like the taste of it just really brings me back. In like my senior year of university, I would open like my bottom desk drawer was kind of like my snack drawer. Or it would be really easy for me to just kind of reach down and get like just claw a bunch of snacks at once without having to stop and look, take my eyes off the book and stop reading. So I kind of had this setup where I just kind of prop stuff so that my bottom desk drawer could just kind of like hold open, just a bag of snacks. And like senior year, my big study snack was like pretzel sticks. So it just like UFO catcher style, like claw grab, just a bunch of pretzel sticks at once. Like as I'm just reading a psych book and just taking notes, they're just without moving anything but my hand, just claw, crane game claw, grab a bunch of pretzel sticks and just go at it. I haven't had much snacks on hand lately, but big on granola bars. You can't beat a good granola bar. But I'd say like granola bars are kind of like my quick breakfast. And road trippy kind of snack. Like if you're hiking. Or you're gonna be on a train for like a long time, but not too long. But what kind is the question? Is it like the chewy one, or is it like the Nature's Valley, you're gonna have a million crumbs all over your table no matter what sort of thing? I think they both have their merits. Like at Nature Valley, the crumbly kind, they're still like satisfying. They're just really messy. Let me just actually I'll keep this on screen. I'm like exclusively chewy. Is there one you particularly go for? As in, I think, like me personally, I like a granola bar best when there's a little bit of like peanut butter or something in it, you know? I guess there are different kinds, you know? Is it Trader Joe's? I think it's Trader Joe's. It has these like fruit bars. They're like the cereal bars where the outside is all the granola and the inside's just kind of like jam, essentially. Those are nice. It's a good breakfast. Quick breakfast. Some stuff. I haven't been going on for that long, so I don't want to like end too soon. I think maybe I can doodle a little bit more. I do have stuff to work on, not just commissions, but other little stream things and a big ongoing projects that'll never end. Face layer, the face layer. Okay. Yes, peanut butter is what I've been getting. Good. Good. I do love peanut butter. Well, I guess more specifically, like peanut butter and desserts is really good. Are sweet snacks, maybe not desserts, but I'm thinking like, you know, like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So the ones that you have like one, and you're like, I could go, you know, like, or like I'm good. You know, that was a satisfying Reese's peanut butter cup, and then the next time you look down at your desk, there's like 8 more wrappers. Like, wait, oh no. It's like the minis. It's the minis that get you. Thank you for the follow. I am working on well, today's stream is working on commissions, but I am taking a little break now because I went on for like 2-ish hours, and I'm snacky, so I'm just having coffee and a donut right now. Just talking about snacks. Yeah. I think I'll go on for like a bit more. I have like there are missions to do, but also I think this one is sort of reaching its point of I might need to try out a bunch of things and kind of hope it works, and if not, it'll just be kind of messy and confusing. Focus. I'm gonna try to make sure. I think it would benefit if some of the lines were thicker too. That might be a step we want to save for the end. Kind of making some of the lines thicker. Just I like having thicker line art. I know some people really like having really thin line art. Granola bars are like a notch above snack territory. I haven't been getting my 3 square meals lately. Definitely been my breakfast too. I shouldn't be talking because I haven't really been getting the 3 square meals, but I was trying to eat a little something around the times I would be having those meals. So it's like, yeah, like a granola bar can be your breakfast some days. But I mean, that's why it's important to snack sometimes. If you're not giving the time to this kind of sit down and have a big meal, at least you won't be hungry. I guess it depends, like, it depends what you're snacking on too. I think this is a little too. So I think what we're gonna do down. Thing. That might be a little better. Just do some flyaways later on. I'm wondering if I should just fill in some of these gaps here. Actually, that might be better. This is what I was talking about before, when it's like set yourself up to realize that you're going to want to change things later on and just make it easy for you to change things and edit them without really like erasing a lot or having to like redo entire layers. The beauty of layer separation. can do some simple stuff in between. I think not go too hard. I should not have given art advice today. I'm like, oh yeah, here's how you pick colors, and I'm sitting here like, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Hello, welcome. I am just doing a little bit of kind of simpler shading and coloring on this commission that I'm working on because I'm tired right now. But welcome. Hello. This is just the like little accessory. I think I want to go on a little bit longer. I want to force it. Let's do it just like some highlights, maybe, so it pops. So it's not just like this mystery thing kind of hanging out there. Maybe just at the end. It's not too distracting from the face. And I think it's silver, the middle part here. And the heart accessory on too. So yeah, we can just drop that in. That's not gonna be hard. And we're gonna do and this is kind of, I was saying earlier, that the way you're going to color certain things that are made of different materials is just going to be different from other things. So this is like a necklace that has little ribbons and frills coming out from it. And like if the ribbons are made of cloth, or they're supposed to be like delicate, and then the metal parts are, cold metal, you're not going to color ribbons metal the same way. Right? Because they don't look the same way in real life. Go darker. Too late. Oh. Great. Usually pretty fine at coloring metal, but I don't know. I think today it's just not working. a little better. And now we'll color line. There. And nicer. I don't know how much like bold coloring I want to do, just kind of filling in spaces with like black or another kind of harsh kind of color for the shadows yet, because it's supposed to be like a really sunny, like beach setting, really bright, sunny. So it might work or it might really not. I'm gonna try again with the hair. Because I am not really not happy with that. Okay, just like these kind of dark. Like we'll do shapes, just big kind of fill in shapes, but we're gonna do maybe like sharper, jaggedy thing. Just kind of based on her design, like these little star type things. Try that. That's better. I don't particularly like. I think vertical is better. Hair highlight. Let me. Good night, Jakey. Getting around. I like this more. But still, you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe just. I think we can do kind of like more subtle, like gradient kind of coloring at the end. Let's try this. kind of like base a spray paint type thing underneath. And do a little lighter around. On the outside. I'm gonna have that be our highlighting. Yeah, I trust the process. It's looking fantastic. Thank you. I need that. Need the positive reinforcement or whatever you call it. I'm nothing but positive. I like that. Good. What we need here. The pallies are usually pretty positive and optimistic. When they talk about me, sometimes when they talk about themselves, they're a little sadder. I think maybe if we just kind of color some of these, we don't need to go crazy, right? And just make some parts of it a little darker than the others. Maybe we're just gonna end up doing that, where it's gonna be layers of color. Need someone to tell you you're doing great, that they believe in you. I endeavor to be that person. No, say the world needs more kindness and you need to be the change you want to see in the world. That's good. That's nice. People can stand to be a little kinder to each other. I agree. And it's so easy to not be mean. I am sort of just doing like one whole section, and I think like maybe once we do more of the hair, it'll be kind of fine. But at the same time, I need to make sure the hair has some volume to it. It looks really flat. Oopsie. Kind of flat looking. Or like the hair like in the back, like all along the longer strands. Kind of flatter looking. Yes, indeed. Right, and it's just easier to, it's just easy to not be me. Like, you don't like something, or you don't like someone's stream, or Whatever, you just hit the back button, man. Like someone's art, just hit the back button. Okay. I think here we can you can kind of tell this is not super used to drawing characters with darker color schemes or like darker hair. My shading. Oh. I think it's not as sharp. It's like more disorganized than it usually is. And then keep going back and then making more lines. More lines. Just turn that off for a bit. Let's just make them and then lines in general. And we'll connect. Yeah, we will trust the process. And if we need to fix it up later, that's part of the process, baby. I have now beaten up both Genichiro and Ishin too many times to count. I see why you like this game so much. Art is looking absolutely fabulous. Thank you, Aru. Yeah, do make sure that you are taking the time to study and do your papers, young man. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play something difficult, you know? And kind of focus in. And remember like the first time you went into that fight and you're like, how am I supposed to beat this guy? What? How do you, what? And then after a couple tries, you're like, wait, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the pattern. And then now it's just like, now you just hop in the boss fights for fun, like to chill. And when you look back and you think about that, isn't that like just so cool? I know we talk about Souls like a lot and Soulsborne, etc. That is something, one of the things I really, really like the most from a Souls-like experience is you get to a difficult boss, and you're just like, what do they want me to do here? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, well, what? There's no openings. What am I supposed to do? Like, it just seems impossible. And then, you know, your fifth try, you're like, okay, like, all right, you got me. You start dodging everything, and you know the dodge timings. And then as you get on, you kind of get better. Like, you're kind of reaching like phase 2 every run. You just remember that, like, the first time I came in here, I was bodied in the first 5 seconds. I didn't know what to do. That feels so good. That was me with Mesmer. When I fought Mesmer and instead of the Erdtree, I was just like, what am I supposed to do, man? He's got like every range of attack. His physical attacks do like half my part, and then he's got the fire, and then sometimes he does both. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then it was like, wait, if I roll at this exact time in this direction. Oh, it just feels so good. And then you can apply that to other things in your life, and that's why video games are important. I'm being 100% serious. You know, it's like, oh, this hobby that I'm interested in is so difficult and like scary and intimidating. Well, you idiot, you remember the first time you fought Vicar Amelia? Well, didn't she seem impossible too? Now you're fighting Ludwig for fun? You can paint those miniatures because you're you beat Dark Souls 3. You can paint that miniature. The little mech robot sitting in the box in the corner of your room. You can paint those guys. You beat Malekith. Ooh, I gotta send that scary email. Who cares? You beat Swords in Ishin. What's an email gonna do to you? Souls likes are very important to me. Transferable skills. Well, I think like kind of when I was younger, and you know, like I've like anime and stuff and games for like a long time, for all my life really. And I would get kind of like disproportionately angry at you know, when my friends would say like, oh yeah, I mean I like this, but it's so useless, or you know, or like, you know, they would treat like their hobbies as like a waste of time, and I'm like, that's a sad way to look at things. Or you know, they'd be like, oh, I bought this like anime figure and it's really nice, but like I don't do anything with it. It's like a waste of money. And I'm like, well, the way you're acting like it, yeah. I'd always just trying to find like a way to be like, no, it's not. You can think like it's just your point of view. As in, like with figures, for example. And I know this doesn't apply to everyone, but like because I draw, I'm like, well, you can just study from it. Like, you know, put your figure in like a different like kind of angle and then just draw that, and then like pay attention to like lines and stuff. It's a 3D model essentially. And so I've thought that a lot about, you know, video games and stuff, where it's like, oh, it's just my hobby. It's like I just waste time on video games. I'm like, are you? But yeah, it's just like that's I've said it before on this stream, but it's like, it's why I like Souls like so much, where it's, you know, they give you this really difficult challenge, but you're like having fun and you're interested in it, and you look at it like, okay, well, this boss is beatable. I just need to figure out how. Like, I just need to study it. Like, you're just studying, right? You're just, like, observing. You're just, like, looking for the patterns and the timings. And it's like, that's it. It's really corny and cheesy to say, but I think, like, something like that, it just presents you with this difficult challenge of this boss that, you have no idea how to tackle it in the beginning. It's so difficult, and you're just like, what do you want me to do here, guys? Like, Miyazaki, come on. How do you want me to get through the poison swamp again? But then, like, a couple tries in, you're like, well, okay, I get it now. Like, I can do this. This is fine. Like, yeah. You start a new hobby. It doesn't make any sense. You don't know how you're supposed to do it. And you're just like, well, okay, after a couple tries, I get it now. Like, yeah, if you can do it in Dark Souls, you can do it in real life. Like, yeah, going to my doctor's checkup is really scary, but I learned how to parry Melania, so it can't be that bad. Too bad I can't summon a mimic tear in real life. You're gonna get to a point in Elden Ring when you're gonna be like, you know what? I don't need the mimic tear anymore. And you're gonna go into that boss by yourself, and you can do everything by yourself on your own build. You don't need to summon anymore, but it's fine to summon. It's fine and valid, and so they put it in the game, and it's a way to play, and it's fine. But I was also just like, when I first started, because it was my first like real, like Soulsborne, and I was just like, yeah, just summon, use ashes, use the mimic tier, and like at the very least, get that survivability in, and just kind of watch the boss and then learn it. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I can do this myself. It's a good feeling. Maturing is learning that guy that was like, you cheated the game and yourself was like spitting truths, and you're like, oh my god, he was. Well, I do think a lot of like FromSoft games are kind of hard to figure out NPC trees and like what to do and where to go and what to do for them. So that, I think, is no problem to be like, okay, what does she want? Like, where am I supposed to find that old guy? It's also hard because I think FromSoft games, you end up really liking a lot of NPCs, and it's definitely the kind of thing where it's like, this NPC would be better off if they had never met me. But now we're in it, and I have to see this to the end. Anyway, critical thinking is the key to success. Am I right? Something something Ace Attorney. Num num num. Flip-flop between stubbornly beating bosses and completely solo, and also summoning my little chud jars and watching them waddle around and explode. I do love little jar yarns. Even the NPC quest obscurity I kind of enjoy in its own way. It's nice to play a game that's okay with letting you screw things up, or just miss things, or get things wrong. Yeah. Me too. There is something like, I don't know, charming about how it's not really straightforward of like, go to this NPC and then like pick the dialogue that doesn't sound mean, and then they'll meet you at the next bonfire. Right. It's I like the parts where you kind of are wandering in like like the most like bumblefuck dungeon, and you're like, wait, what are you doing here? Or the NPCs that you are kind of surprised that are become friends, or like you end up really liking, and you're like, no, this guy, no, he's gonna be, I can't, no. On my first Dark Souls run, first time I played Dark Souls, and I knew things about Dark Souls before I played it myself, I did not do what I should have done with Solaire, and it broke my heart. And I am actually really happy that it did, because I felt things and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I think like that gives you weight in itself of just like, this is what happens if you didn't do the thing you wanted to do. Like, this is the fate of this character. Or, you know, like, was the alternative better even? Like, it was just like not, it was just different. But yeah, I was trying so hard to be like, I need to do this, this, and this for Solaire. Like, we're not gonna, Solaire, like, that's my guy. And then I did. I went in somewhere I should not have too early, and then I found him in a bad way, and I was like, oh no. Those are the NPCs are their own people moving through the world, and maybe you cross paths again, and maybe you don't, right? And just oh, hang on. I think I might head to bed. It's been a long day for me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of stream and night, Allie. It was beyond lovely meeting you and watching you work. This can't even be called cooking anymore. It's like pro chef level. Thank you so much, Trigoro. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Thank you so much for following and chatting with me. Yeah, I hope you have a good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you on the next one. People think it's just from being obscure on purpose, but it felt obvious to me that they wanted you to feel like you met and found characters by pure happenstance. Right? Yeah, and I can kind of understand why people think it's like, oh, it's just obscure for obscurity's purpose, like for obscurity's sake. And I'm like, I mean, I think if you're not looking for it, or if you kind of don't end up finding the thread that you're supposed to pull, I'll be looking forward to seeing your lovely art again. Thank you so much. I do tend to do try for like 2 art streams a week. Next week might be a little weird because I am in the middle of Golden Week here, so like spring break essentially. So I'm already a little busy, so I don't know. We'll see. I gotta figure that out soon. Just like what my stream schedule is gonna be like next week. We'll see. But thank you again. The one that particularly makes me a little like grinds my gears a bit is when people are like, well, like, is the storytelling like even good because you have to go collect the random item off the boss, and then it's like his left shoe, and his left shoe says like this long nonsense lore, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. You beat a boss, you get the item automatically in your inventory. You don't have to read it, and if you do read it, it's one sentence that tells you something that if you were paying attention makes a lot of sense. That's why it's fun. It's really just like if like this thing is obscure to you or like it doesn't make sense, it means you weren't paying attention. It's the one that like really gets me is when you get like in Sekiro, you get like Robert's firecrackers, and then when you fight the armored knight, and he goes and he's talking about his son like during the entire fight, and like when you meet him, and then when he falls down, he's like Robert, and people are like, what? Why is he saying Robert? What does that mean? And I'm like, oh my god, you didn't pay any attention. Like that's the one that like really gets me, because I'm like, okay, you're playing a samurai, you're a little ninja in a little, you know, Sengoku era. Everyone's a samurai, everyone's a ninja. Like you're very much in a historical time and location, and then you get the name Robert. That should already start like ringing bells in your head. It's like, who's this Robert guy that he screams about in the end after he's just been telling you about his son? I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, I have many feelings about just Souls-likes in general. But I think it's because I have really enjoyed them, and there's a lot that is kind of stood out to me as I played them, and I think, again, I don't think it's terribly, you know, unique or new or anything like that. Like I don't think like FromSoft's the only one to ever done it. But kind of going through the DLC of the first game, like Ulsil and everything, and just kind of going through Artorias' story, and then picking up this item and just being like, what? And then like reading the one sentence you say, and you're like, oh no! This is just... It's fun to piece the little things together. Also, thank you for the follow. Stories! But yeah, I do like that feeling of, you know, you'll see this character again, maybe you won't. And if you do end up really liking an NPC, you're going to try really hard to go find that character again. But then sometimes you are just going to go through Sense Fortress, and you're like, I don't want to be here any longer than I need to. And then you see like Big Hat Logan, and you're like, you know what, man? I don't really do magic. So, I don't know, maybe I'll see you again. I don't know, maybe not. But then you like really want to know what a guy named Big Hat Logan's deal is. Anyway, video games. Save your work. I'll Control S. I might call it here, because I do want to do a lot more work, but I kind of want to focus. Not to say that you guys are a distraction, but you know, if I'm doing two things at once. But yeah, kind of just like what I just said like 5 minutes ago. Since I am in like Golden Week, I already have some plans, and I'll have to see what my schedule's like and what days I can stream or what days I'm available for streaming, and all that. And I'll keep you posted on like the Discord, as usual. Just I already know like one of my usual stream days I probably won't be available, or maybe I will, or maybe it'll be like a short stream in the beginning. We'll see. But yeah, I felt like a little bad because I like a month 2 week ago. I took like a 2-week break, and I'm like, well, goodbye again. Fend for yourself, pallies. Or maybe I'll just like make Jim stream again. Be like, it's my day off. Goodbye. But thanks for giving me company. I think they're doing every time I look at this, I'm like, oh wait, I need to fix that. Let me looking at it again. Okay. I think it's coming along nicely. It's just it's coming along nicely, but slowly. To be honest, I'm going a little slower than I would. So maybe that will be rectified once I start working off stream. But thank you again for watching, giving me company. Yeah, I'll figure out next week's stream. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I am gonna send you guys off to Jones, probably. Hahaha, because he's raiding into me lately. And for people on YouTube, thank you. I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Arigatou gozaimashita. I'll do an outro, and then we're gonna jump on him. I mean, I don't know. The way that raids have been going, he's almost probably like wrapping up now. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll set up that raid. I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, we're gonna go bother a snail. So, me, Twitch, where are you? Okay. Raids started. I'll put on my outro. Be nice. I mean, it's Jones. You know, guys don't have to do a raid message, but you can if you want to. Whatever. Who's Jones? Thank you. And thanks for liking my heart. You guys have said some really, really nice things to me today. So, I'm not like particularly sad or anything, but I could have used the boost was appreciated and maybe needed. So thank you. I'll see you guys later. Once again. Arigatou gozaimashita. Bye bye. Have a good weekend. Ooh, you know, we can use no. Jim made a good outro. And it's better than mine. I'm so mad, this one's way better than mine. We'll raid over. Goodbye, guys.